Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful Friday. It is November 21st. We are live in downtown Youngstown. It is Isaac and Joe. Luke is sick today, but we are going to talk about some crazy stuff that's been happening, Joe.
Bring it.
Okay, first things first. Joe, who the heck do you think you are?
What do you mean?
I heard you were talking. Luke said you were talking some smack the other day.
Total smack talking.
You said if the MLO bros were in charge of Youngstown studio, there'd be bad things would ensue.
You don't think that's true?
Listen, Joe.
Listen, you are the shepherd of Luke, and you don't think that he is high volatility, high risk. Do you not think that?
Don't get me excited by calling me the shepherd of Luke, Joe. Get me excited over here. Being a little brother, telling me I'm in charge of my older brother, it just gets,
Well, let me hear the note taking and what exceptions did you take with what was said? Anything untrue?
Joe.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
You know, Bane is the bad guy in that. Yeah. He's like a big muscle-bound guy that wears a mask. You think the darkness is your friend? I was born. That guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I was born in the darkness, molded by it.
Yes.
That guy?
Okay.
So there's a
Who's
scene.
Bane here? I'm not.
There's this scene.
Yeah.
In that movie where the businessmen of the city of Gotham City hire Bane to take out Batman and take control of the city. Okay.
Yeah.
And they say, I'm in charge. I hired you. I'm in charge here. Because Bane was just taking over. And Bane places his hand on his neck and he says, do you feel in charge? So, Joe, do you feel in charge?
So the business people in Batman are freaking idiots. That's not how it would go down. They're smarter than Batman. Batman is
Batman. Bane. Bane took over the city.
Okay, fine.
He's the power.
It's interchangeable.
He's the
villain, the hero. Do
you feel in charge, Joe?
No. Business people are characterized completely wrong in movies. It's like there's these blithering idiots who are like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
The suits.
Yeah, the suits, right?
Do you feel in charge?
Not how it really goes.
Do you feel in charge, Joe?
Totally in charge. I totally feel in charge.
Keep the talent happy, Joe. Keep the talent happy.
Do you feel you are the talent?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But thank you all so much for watching. We are Youngstown's Talk Channel. Joe and I are going to shoot some of that shit today. You can call in 330-595-1600. I seriously got to go back and watch, though. Luke told me Joe was talking smack about the MLO bros the other day. But I think we'd be great if we were in charge around here. James says sounded like Adam Sandler. Yeah, my Bane impression sounds like Adam Sandler.
And if Adam Sandler was in charge of Youngstown Studio, it would be just the train wreck that you would think of it as the MLO brothers being in charge.
So yeah. In other news, moving on. If you haven't already, go down below, give us a like, give us a follow Youngstown Studio, follow the MLO bros. We would appreciate it. Moving on. Next topic. Joe. We have made it big on the internet.
Okay.
We officially have an MLO Bros subreddit.
Yes.
What that means is, I'll pull it up because it's that awesome.
This is freaking dangerous. I don't know if you've contemplated this fully.
Oh, it's great.
Share.
It's so great.
Share.
It's so amazing. Hold on. I need to go to the text. So yesterday and the day before, I've had people constantly texting me saying, hey, you guys are on Reddit. The MLO bros are on Reddit. Have you read these comments? Like friends reaching out, hey, I'm embarrassed for you. Like, this is crazy. Like, people are saying all this stuff. And I'm like, this is amazing. I'm honored.
You have
so
no idea.
The MLO Bros subreddit starts with a person saying, and we're going to read through these today. So buckle up. It's a ride. Somebody goes on Reddit and says, MLO Bros, if you've ever seen or heard of the MLO Bros, can you please share your thoughts and experiences here? And these are random people that, of course, have fake names. I have no idea who they are. It's incredible. So we can go through the comments here, Joe.
Let's do it. Have you figured out who the origin, the Reddit, that the contributor first?
My bet would be Ursuline parents. Would be my bet, but like,
so they're baiting the negativity into it.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
Do you know these guys?
Yeah, do you know these guys? Yeah. Dude, I'm sure the person who started it knows us. It's just like, oh, dude, it's so good. It's so funny. Okay. So, first comment. from 2 quarters, they managed to get traction on some things that traditional media doesn't really want to go in depth with. But they are often way out of their depth with when interpreting things. They are crude and boorish. So it makes sense through an entire So it makes sitting through an entire show a pain. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm speaking of stupid. I'm struggling to read today with my stupid eye. I honestly don't know how you get a shout out here, Joe. I honestly don't know how that Youngstown studio makes a profit on anything. Are people really sitting on Facebook watching or listening to these other shows? Please take note that they said, are people sitting through the other shows? Because that means that people are sitting through our shows and watching our shows, Joe. Yes. How do you feel about that? They just took a gut shot at you, Joe.
When you walk through the door, like dollar bills rain down from the ceiling, right?
No.
Yeah, no. Totally. Like no. I have to clean up your dollar bill mess when you leave.
James said, sounds like a Karen wrote that. Listen, man. People wonder if we like, oh, they gotta make money off of this. Like they gotta, these pieces of shit are probably No. The podcast, absolutely not. Do we get our name out there for our real estate and our mortgage, and that's where we make our money? Yes. Like statistically speaking, it's probably 50-50, if not 60-40. You can be the interpretation of how you think that scales with people that like us and people that hate us. But you're still talking about us. And you still know the MLO Bros stands for Mortgage Loan Originator Bros.
Well, you have to include that because that is your freaking model.
So
even if it's like on a direct payment where somebody comes in and says whatever.
That's how we make our money.
100%.
And when it comes down to it, we're at least decent loan officers and decent real estate agents. So that's how we make our money. Do we make money off the podcast? No. I come in here.
So let's just say
I don't make any money directly off of the podcast.
So let's just say Chad Smith. Right. Chad Smith is a brilliant numbers guy. He does real estate. He does mortgages. Mm-hmm. You don't know his name because he's playing it safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
MLO Bros aren't playing it safe.
No.
You can name Isaac Schuster, Luke Schuster, and not Chad Smith at all.
Right.
So who's really winning this race?
Right.
If for every person you turn off because you're brutish and use foul language and talk about nutsacks on a regular basis with mortgages.
Right.
Chad Smith doesn't do anything.
We literally cannot get through a podcast without saying cock or balls. Like it's impossible.
You can't.
Without bringing up the male anatomy.
They know your name.
Right.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
So it's like they literally said at the beginning of my real estate journey or whatever you want to call it, they said it wouldn't work. Like all the business owners, all the other real estate agents, you guys are so confrontational. It'll never work. In my first year in real estate, me and Luke combined sold like 25 to 30 real estate. It might be more than that when you combine it. Me personally, I was 27. So I don't know what Luke did personally, but like in your first year in real estate, that's amazing. You ask any agent if that's good. That they might hate us, but you ask them, hey, selling 27 or doing 27 transactions in real estate in your first year, is that good? So yeah, my name gets out there. Our name gets out there and we do business. So that's how we make our money. Lynn Temple says, but it is just like picking a lawyer. I want someone that isn't going to take shit to work for me. And James says, I've been listening to MLO Bros since you guys were going Facebook Live, and I find it hysterical. Yeah, back in 2020.
For sure.
Yeah. So, but let's keep going here. But you never, how do you feel about this person talking shit about Youngstown Studio?
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. It's an honor that you're getting mentioned on the internet. That's the way I view. Like these are random freaking people that went home, sat on the couch, and said, "I'm going to look up the MLO Bros on Reddit, see if I can find anything." That's amazing. I can't believe I have the power to do that.
Chad Smith is pissed. Like, why isn't anybody paying attention to me? I'm smarter than these guys.
I am honored. Yeah. No, we'll get into smarter than us here in a second. Okay, this is a great one too. They are the embodiment of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Does anybody know what that means?
Yeah.
I had to Google that shit. But I totally have heard of that idea. But basically what it boils down to is smart people tend to underestimate their ability. They're like, I'm not that good at this. So I need to work my butt off so that I can get better at this thing and become a savant. But I am smart enough to identify that I'm not the best at this.
Right.
Dumb people tend to have blind confidence and just, I am the MFing greatest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the best and nobody can tell me otherwise. Okay.
So which are you? Like in this Reddit poster's opinion, you are the latter of the two.
Right. So in my professional job as a real estate agent and a loan officer, truly what the people don't see is I am constantly trying to learn. If I get into a transaction and I'm working with a better real estate agent than me, I'm like, hey, you're a better real estate agent than me. You're closing this many deals per year. If I'm doing anything wrong, tell me and help me get better. Like, I swear to God, I do that. You can call bullshit if you want, but I swear I do that because I want to get better. And 1% discipline or 1% more discipline per day. You want to get 1% better each day. I know all that cliche BS out there. And I do seriously, legitimately try and do that. Okay.
You guys literally say you are idiot podcasters.
Yes.
Is that a symptom of someone who is over publicizing their intelligence or under sandbagging a little bit?
Well, Vic says, Wolf of Wall Street, there is no such thing as bad publicity.
Coffees for closers, bitch.
Donnie says, you guys are great. Just keep doing what you're doing and piss the ones that can't take a joke. Christina says, even bad publicity is publicity. It gets your name out there.
Right.
Dude, I can't believe there are people out there on Reddit. I found out, my friends are like, you got to go read what they're saying. This is horrible. I'm like, this is amazing. This is awesome.
Is that Luke calling, by the way?
Probably. We want to take Luke's call and then we'll get back to this Reddit thread. Let's see what the big guy has to say. I'm sure he's going to come in way hotter than I am. Also, I hope he didn't hear what you said about me and him.
What, being idiots?
No. The thing before that, remember?
No, I don't remember.
You said I'm my brother's keeper, and
yeah.
He
knows.
Don't tell him.
He knows.
Don't tell him.
Just
don't tell him that.
Screening. So wait a minute.
You got to screen his ass. He has no idea what he's doing. He's gonna. I'm sick. I'm Luke. I'm so sick. I can't come in today. I'm going to stay home. But yeah, he has the ability to call in and.
All right, caller, you're on the line.
I don't feel good, but I'm still calling.
Okay, go ahead.
These people on Reddit, and I'm going to give everyone a clue that doesn't like us. If you don't like us, ignore us. That's all you have to do. You want us to go away. You want us to disappear. You want us to not have a show. Don't comment and don't share. All you do is feed us and make us bigger and make us relevant. I'm going to give those haters a clue on how to get rid of us. But the problem is these people are so arrogant, they just can't.
Are they arrogant or are we arrogant? Which one is it?
Oh, we're arrogant too. But
that's neither here nor there.
This is irrelevant to the fact. But if they want us to go, it's the same thing with the government. Like these government officials, we bait them into engaging with us, and it makes them look foolish. They can't, I don't know. That's just my thought. But again, I love it. Make more Reddit posts about us. I love the intent. Feed me more. Joe, what do you think? Do you think it's crazy? Have you ever had a Reddit about you, Joe?
Oh, all the time. Like Reddit is probably the Wild West of all the internet. When you want to take all of the militants out there that want to do you harm, they will do it through the anonymity of Reddit. So you guys are in danger as far as I'm concerned.
And the thing is, it's like, I'm not afraid because truly, I know we're not pieces of shit. If we were pieces of shit and there was legitimate dirt, the internet would be able to dig it up and expose us. But like, there's a laundry list of things that we have done legitimate help, and nobody ever brings that up. But and they don't have to, because they try and grasp at straws. Like we'll keep going on this Reddit post, but thanks for calling in, caller. I really appreciate you, even though you're homesick and playing a video game right now or something.
I'm totally playing a video game right now.
I know you are.
It's helping me. It's helping me heal.
I know. Did you hear what Joe? Did you hear what Joe said?
What did Joe say?
He said that in terms of the MLO bros, secretly I'm in charge, and you just listen to everything I say. He actually said you're a little bitch. That's what he said. I can't believe he said it live.
Say those words.
He said it live.
Isaac, make sure you talk to Joe about the shit he was talking about us yesterday with Kellen.
I did.
That's coming.
I already told him that we are Bane to his suit in Businessman trying to take over Gotham. I said, Joe, do you feel in charge?
I'm just happy that I have the intelligent one in front of me today.
Joe, do you feel in charge?
Joe, why are you dogging so much shit right now? Why are you doing that, Joe?
You're sick. I can totally dominate you.
Listen. Mama raised me to never lay hands on somebody, but I swear when we shut this podcast off,
there is such an AI video of Joe.
He's not here.
I swear the second these cameras turn off, I am laying my hands on Joe.
Yeah. Isaac, as soon as you turn it off, make sure you feed him a little bit more.
Just
bloody lip, black eyes.
I swear, I was raised by parents that say, "Hey, you know what? Never start fights." But God, by golly, I am gonna just wait till these cameras turn off.
I'm gonna finish this fight, Joe. All right, hey, I'm gonna go work on an AI video, Joe. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, see ya. Donnie said, you guys are great. Just keep doing what you do. I already read those. James says they are mad because you guys call out the BS. Ron Kirkwood, real estate agent in PA in Ohio, says, you better get on that loan. He sent us a loan the other day. Luke, I'm sure in between his video game playing, is working on your loan as we speak, Ron.
Hardest worker in Youngstown. Hardest worker.
So call him. He'll finish your
golf and video games and making AI videos. He gets a lot of work.
Brian says the only thing more fun than going down the Reddit rabbit hole is figuring out who the people are behind the post. You just don't know. 100%. You have no idea.
Yeah,
no idea. But speaking of that, let's get back into the rabbit hole. Let's get back into the rabbit hole.
All right, keep going.
So Dunning-Kruger effect, we talked about that. That is, smart people tend to underestimate their ability and say, listen, I have things to learn and I'm going to get better, but it's going to take a long time. Stupid people tend to say, but just blind confidence. And what I was saying, in my work, I am much more of the intelligent person. In my actual loan officer real estate world, I'm like, hey, I need to get better. I need to learn from people. To an extent, in the podcast, there is so much noise and so many people in your family, in your friends, in your everyday life, coworkers, everybody, people on the internet. When you're starting out, when you start doing anything, any hobby, any discipline, anything, you're going to be bad at it. But we started doing the podcast. It was horrendous. It was me and Luke during COVID on our computers trying to figure out how it worked. It was awful. It's still not great. Not going to lie. It's pretty bad. But people are going to tell you that it sucks. They're going to try and kill your dreams and say, you guys suck. Stop doing what you're doing. You have to have some type of blind confidence to keep going because there's so many haters out there. So I can look up fancy terms too. And I did last night. I used ChatGPT. I looked up, let me see. I looked up terms for, I asked ChatGPT, this is my stupid input, ChatGPT. Is there a name for why society seems to underestimate or push down some of the greatest minds in history before they prove themselves and before they prove to the world how great they are? Because there is this thing in society where the greatest minds in history went against the societal norm to create new ideas. And every single one of them had a time where people told everybody else, the noise was out there saying, it won't work. This is what we've done. This is what we've always done. And it's not going to change anything. Why are you wasting your time? What is that called? And I got the Semmelweis reflex. This is often the closest match. It refers to the reflexive rejection of new knowledge because it contradicts established norms, beliefs, or paradigms. Named after Ignace Semmelweis, whose discovery of hand washing was mocked and ignored for decades. You go against the norm, and people are going to push back and say, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? What do? Our thing is pushing back against leaders in our community that make stupid choices, that try and push things under the rug, because that's how we've always done it. And we expose them. Whether you think that's right or you think that's wrong, I think it's right. I think our leaders in our community need to do a better job of being transparent, and they hate it. They absolutely hate it because they can't do what they've always done. And I think that's a good thing. And at least I'm a human being who stands for something. Perry, the mom from Sebring, came out about her kid on Facebook. I heard about that. I haven't dug into it yet. Grace, y'all going to talk about the alleged issues with YSU athletics? I heard about that, and we are going to talk about that probably next week. My cousin is involved in YSU athletics. So she is like the volleyball player on the volleyball team right now, Abby Householder. So we're gathering info on that as well. Brian said, let's talk about the entitled morons of a certain generation that have to post their every fleeting thoughts and complaints to Facebook, i.e. I just saw a police car flying down the street. And I wonder, careful, Brian, which generation are you talking about? X business changed ownership. The service isn't the same. So I complained, and the management, they didn't do anything to make it better. Which generation is that, Brian? Be careful. Careful what you're saying. It sounds like that's an entire generation of entitled people that think they're better than everybody else and have absolutely decimated the American dream of buying and owning a home, but refuse to take any ownership of that.
Does it begin with B? No.
Donnie Weimer, this is the best show on in the morning. Lynn said, didn't your cousin just get a national award for football? Yes. My cousin, Abby Householder, just got like National Player of the Year on YSU's volleyball team. That is an absolute achievement for a girl playing volleyball at YSU compared to all the schools in the nation. That is incredible. I am so proud of my cousin. Luke is so proud of his cousin. Everyone in my family is like, holy crap, she's out there freaking doing it. Brian, just a certain generation. Somebody commented on YouTube, boom. Yes, I believe it starts with the word boom.
You're being baited.
I am. I'm not saying it. And I love that generation of people. They are great and not at all selfish in any way, shape, or form. Okay, moving on. Next comment on Reddit. Joe, you ready?
I'm ready.
The other day, when they called the Gerard Court, this person watched our show on Tuesday and went on Reddit and commented. That's amazing. Okay. The other day, they called the Gerard Court to ask about tickets live on air. And after the woman answered, they said, hi, we're the MLO bros. Have you heard of us? The MLO bros. We're podcasters. Question mark. Man, the secondhand embarrassment of these two desperately trying to get this poor court official to say she's heard of them is awful. To be fair, and somebody else actually commented, she did know who we were. Like, Joe, you were there as a witness.
100%.
She totally knew who we were.
Right.
Okay.
You're known.
Okay. And then somebody said, LMAO, they are tryhards. And then somebody actually went on here and defended us and said she had heard of them, though, and was a fan. Full disclosure. Just saying, she did hear of us.
She's fired. She
was sweet. She was so sweet. Okay. This one's amazing. And so good. So good. They were my neighbors growing up. Fun people, but very combative and strange. The kind of people who don't know as much as they think they do, but are pretty sure they know everything.
That was me. That was totally me.
The person to the freaking narc out there, it's narking on my family that lived in the Highlands. If you even lived in the Highlands growing up and you narked on my family, your mama's a hoe.
Damn.
Your mama's a hoe. If you're one of my neighbors and you narked on me, I'll tell you why they're saying that. Number one, they called us fun. Even though they said we're strange, they called us fun. You want to know why they called us fun? Because once a year, and I still have this party at my house, Memorial Day weekend, we had a lamb roast in the Highlands. We would like block off the street because we would have so many people come to this party. We'd have live music, and it was just crazy ass party. Block party in the Highlands in this ritzy neighborhood. And everybody in the development was invited, and it was just an absolute blast. So you can call us weird, you can call us strange, call us whatever you want. We are fun. Gotta admit it.
Carter says, now, all right, give me this.
Yeah.
If do you appear on the Epstein flight log?
Dude.
A Caribbean island.
Yeah. You gotta have way more power than us to show up on the Epstein list. You know?
You're not. Are you today saying that you will, your name will not appear on the Epstein list?
Our name will not appear on the Epstein list. I wish I had the amount of money and power to like try and be manipulated by Epstein to get on the damn plane. But no, I was not. I will not be showing up on the list. I think he was doing this shit in the early 2000s. I was but a boy. I graduated from high school in 2012.
Tomorrow you get an invitation to go down there.
Yeah.
And you want to talk some business prospects with Epstein. Right.
Like, am I the only one that like, okay, Epstein like invites you on a plane, goes to this crazy island. Like, I'm not going to do all the weird shit, but I kind of want to see what's going on. Is that bad?
Okay. So,
but like just by being on that plane, I'm going to be associated as just being a pedophile.
I'm going to tell you that a massage is completely relaxing. Just let me take care of you.
I bet, Joe.
Have a couple drinks.
I bet you like a massage.
Have a couple drinks, and let us take care of you.
And then before you know it, they're flipping you over and just go into town.
You think that's what happens?
I don't know. I have no idea what happens, but I do want to know what happens. Not that I want to be a part of any of it, especially with like the kids or whatever, but I do want to see what happens on that island. You know? And do you think there's anybody that went to the island that didn't do any of the weird shit? Like just went and just hung out, had a couple drinks, and then bounced?
Would you be able to say no if they start cranking you off in the middle of a business conversation? If you can stay focused, right?
Yeah.
And talk about the business and be able to deny the fact that this girl was totally getting you off.
Yeah. See, Lynn, do you think? See, Lynn says, but they're little girls. Do you think there was any? Like, I'm sure there was a lot of bad stuff happening, but don't you kind of think that's part of his plan to just have normal 100%. stuff going on too? Like, yeah, okay, there's just normal prostitutes with adult consenting women or whatever, that all these really rich people could go and hang out and do that kind of stuff that's kind of legal. And then there's really dark shit, but then just by being on the island and flying on the plane, you get associated. And I'm not like defending anyone here or trying to, but I'm sure that's part of the play. Is 100%. Like, yeah, you didn't do any of the weird shit, but you still came to my island and I can still hold it over your head. I'm sure. If I was an evil mastermind, that's what I would do.
So you're on a massage table on your back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're talking interest
Joe, why do you want me to just admit that I got jacked off on Epstein Island?
You're on your back and you're talking interest rates with Epstein and talking about like futures in real estate.
Yeah.
And are you checking driver's license ages of the people that are in front of you? Do you have the sound of mind to be able to
I'm sure that's part of the play, right? Is to get you comfortable, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh, she looks like she's 18, and then it's like, and he probably had girls that looked older on purpose, and then the next thing you know, you slept with an underage girl, and he's able to say, well, now I got you by the balls, and there's nothing you can do forever. You're mine.
Well, all it's going to take is that sheet rises like 2 or 3 inches, and you're hooked.
Yeah, dude, you're in trouble. Yeah, that's why it's probably not for the best to go there at all. But still, I would love to see. Not love, but I think it would be interesting to see what the hell was going on. It could be a freaking camera on the wall or something. But bet Diddy was there with his lotion. I'm sure Diddy was there.
Baby oil for sure.
I'm sure Diddy was there. I have yet to hear that there was legal aged women involved. I don't know. I guess I don't know if we'll ever find out. Truly, in that document that they're going to release, it ain't going to have shit.
No.
Don't get your hopes up, people.
Nope.
It ain't going to have shit in it. But can we go back to Reddit now, Joe? Can we go back to Reddit?
Let's do it.
Okay, so back to this comment about this lady saying me and my family was weird and strange and all these great things. Fun people, but very combative and strange. Yes, we are loud. Yes, we are obnoxious. Yes, we stand firm behind our beliefs and are combative. Yes, we probably know more, or we probably know less than what we act like we do. We're confident people, It's all part of the thing. The other thing is, the other thing is, I love my mom and dad. Okay, love my mom and dad, but I am sure we were known throughout the neighborhood they were known throughout the neighborhood as the parents that would scream at each other. Like they were. You got to realize the family dynamic in my household. My mom, all of the women in my family are very strong women. My mom, nursing professor at YSU, strong woman, don't take shit from no man type of lady. Very high income. Then my dad, very strong, very loud mouth. Me and Luke get all of our loud attributes from our parents, obviously, but dad, same way. On the school board, involved in local community stuff, just very, very loud people. And then they loved hard. So they would scream at each other all the time. Like, did they yell at each other? Were they mad at each other a lot? Yes. But all of our shit was out on the table. They worked through their problems by screaming at each other, and everyone in the neighborhood knew about it. Okay.
Every neighborhood has that family. That's
totally us.
The Catty Corner property was the Aurelios. And when they were upset, you freaking knew it. We sat on our porches with our Miller Lights and just seeping it in.
Totally. And I'm sure how the hell are those two still married? But at the end of the day, still went to bed, still loved each other. And always. Another thing that's awesome that happened, I told you guys we had these huge parties, these lamb roasts once a year, and everybody in the neighborhood was invited. And our neighborhood was very close knit. Like we would play like capture the flag in the entire neighborhood. Okay, we've said it before. We have friends from all around the world, and we invite them to this party. So the night before this huge party, we prep the lamb. And you like prep the lamb, stick garlic in it, season everything, put chickens inside the lamb so that the next day when it's cooking on the spit, it's delicious and tasty after 6 hours of roasting on the spit. But you get all these guys together, drink beers in the garage, and prep this lamb. But one of our best friends, Lebanese doctor, okay, family friend forever, he brings a hookah. For those that don't know what a hookah is, it's like water pipe system that you smoke tobacco through. They have a hookah lounge in downtown Youngstown. So he brings a hookah, and we're sitting around this hookah in our garage in the early 2000s. My parents were and all their friends. I wasn't smoking this thing, obviously, but just tobacco. And little kids, we were all playing outside, and one of the kids looked in the garage and saw this contraption, ran back to their parents, and said that my parents were my family was taking bong rips in the garage because they were just little kids. They didn't understand. So then the entire neighborhood, the ritzy Highlands, everybody was talking about how, the Schusters are taking bong rips in their garage with a whole bunch of people and a bunch of potheads. And just back in the day when marijuana wasn't as accepted, it's just like the word around the neighborhood was that we were a bunch of potheads and strange weirdos.
So there was no marijuana introduced at any time. It was all tobacco.
I mean, who knows? I was a little kid. Probably, I'm sure somebody was smoking marijuana, but that time, no, it was just hookah. Smoking hookah in the garage. Okay. But T says I love hookah. But no, it was the rumor going around that my parents were taking bong rips in the garage before the lamb roast. Brian says, why do you think they call it Bangkok, honey?
Bang and cock together.
So, are we weird? Are we strange? Listen, and my friends were like, they called you strange. I'm like, yes, they called us strange. I don't think I'm normal. I don't think I'm kind of weird, kind of strange. We both are. but that's what makes us different, and that's what makes us who we are. Dennis says explains a lot.
For sure.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going on the rabbit hole here. Some of their decisions are good, but 80% of it is random rambling and too scatterbrained. I agree. Oh, obnoxious use of AI turns me off of checking out anything they do. That's probably Tito. But Tito made that comment.
You don't think it's obnoxious?
I mean, it's probably a little annoying.
Probably.
Yeah. But some of them are creative. Some of them are pretty good. And it is fun to explore AI as they become our inevitable overlords, you know? Like, you might as well take advantage of it before they completely conquer us all.
Personally, overdone. I think too much. I do.
Personally, overdone. Okay, Joe.
This is a focus group.
Okay.
Like, you get real talk.
I get it, Joe.
Overdone.
I respect your opinion.
Okay.
Pat Perry says everyone is strange somehow. Totally. That's what makes us stand out. That's what makes us different. Our uniqueness is what makes us strong.
Yeah.
T says if you guys were normal, we wouldn't follow you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, T. Somebody says they seem annoying and always use AI, so I don't follow them. But you took the time out of your day to go search us up on Reddit and comment about us.
Yeah. I don't like them, and I don't know them.
I don't know them.
Here's my comment.
And I don't like them. Sounds good. Thank you. They were fine when they were podcasters digging deeper into local stories, more than the ethical journalists. AOK second monitor content about Youngstown gossip. Their recent deluge of AI videos have now made them a hard pass. AI Tito Brown was bottom of the barrel funny.
Funny.
So it wasn't funny? Or it was?
No, it was funny.
But we use AI. Why are you... I mean... And only because of how fucked downtown Youngstown businesses have been over the past 5 years. Turning that mild AI slop success into a focus of their online presence is going to fade rapidly. I think I know who that is. Because there is a person online who comments constantly, stop posting AI slop. And I think that's the same person. But he comments on a lot of our videos. So it's like, dude, why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You're obsessed with me. Perry says Tito probably sitting with Nikki now in Cancun. Probably.
Have you been following Nikki, by the way?
Dude, she called me from her estate in Cancun or wherever, Mexico or wherever, Turks and Caicos, wherever she is. But yeah.
So our friend Beatrice secured quite a bit of settlement with Nikki.
Yeah.
And she's been living it up.
Good for her. We did say that what they did to her was wrong.
Yeah.
You can't do that as a government body. Just remove somebody because they're annoying. As someone who's annoying, you got to protect that freedom, you know?
Have you noticed how bare-bodied Nikki has been lately?
Show it off, girl. You know? Show them if you got them. You know?
Okay.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Brian says, low-hanging fruit, I guess. Brian says, and there is entertainment of the Reddit rabbit hole figuring out who it is. Oh, for sure. It's so fun. It's so good.
Do you think any of these comments were mine, by the way? Did you associate me with any of them?
No, but if they are, that's awesome. Like,
okay.
are you trying to get at us, Joe?
No, I just wanted it. I wanted to.
Joe's losing control here at Youngstown Studio, and he's trying to kick us down a notch.
No, just I want to see your associations, and if you figured like that's probably Joe.
Joe, you're way too nice. Honestly,
really?
Yeah,
I would not do it.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. You secretly love us. You talk some mad shit, but you secretly love us. And you know we'd do anything for you.
That's fact.
And even if you did, I really wouldn't care. Like, that's awesome.
Fact.
Stir the goddamn pot. Oh, good one. Did a great story on Ursuline, and then just hell breaks loose in the comments here. Somebody said, "Why is it getting downvoted?" Because it's Ursuline, and then somebody said, "Because it's Ursuline." And then there was a whole bunch of back and forth about Ursuline. I don't want to get into Ursuline again. I mean,
Thank you.
It's just constant. But it was just back and forth about these kids need to get in trouble. No, administration needs to get in trouble, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Blah 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 blah. Then somebody just said trash. Mm-hmm. I kind of am trash. Somebody defends us. They are classy trolls that play both sides of the fence in an effort to be palatable. I'm not being mean when I say this. Sometimes the world needs an asshole.
You guys are my favorite assholes. You really are.
And then quickly, somebody says, classy? Nah, I don't think so. Nothing classy about them. Shit stirs. They play both sides. Two big babies. They can't handle one bit of pushback. Total losers. You're pushing back, and I'm loving it right now. So,
listen, I fucking
love it.
I am working on the branding of the MLO Bros. I am helping you become more classy.
Hallelujah. James says hallelujah.
Yes, thank you, James.
Dude, I love it. Keep pushing back. I think Luke, to be fair, I think Luke says that he doesn't care at all about what anybody thinks. Me and you, we saw him. You and I. Sorry, I'm stupid. Just listen to Reddit. You and I
yes,
saw Luke in the darkest parts of his mind when he was tripping absolute balls.
Yes.
I think he cares about what people think. I think
he's a softie
that
defends against that softiness.
Yeah.
With all that bluster.
Yeah, he's a peacock, Mm-hmm. He does a lot of peacocking. And I think deep down Luke has done some things where I'm like, wow, he secretly does care. But he'll never admit it. And he'll never talk about the good things. But we have done good things for different people, and he does have that big tough guy exterior that he loves to show off.
You want that guy as an ally.
Right.
The guy that can kick the asses of every one of your bullies.
Yeah, but he does care, because if he didn't care, he wouldn't do all the good things too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And he's just a man who believes in something. But I think he does. I think he does care. Yeah. Lynn Temple, good luck with that, Joe. Brian says, you're my favorite assholes.
Yes,
damn right we are.
That is the quote of the show.
Okay. Jared says, they are pathetic. To me, they should be locked up for obtaining Ursuline videos. Isn't that basically child porn? They are nobodies, blah, 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 blah. Just a bunch of guys with microphone who can't sell real estate. As I said, first year in real estate, I sold 27 transactions. That is actually very good. And then somebody comes to the rescue and says, you mean the videos that they obtained from the lawyer that were brought in the lawsuit? Back and forth, back and forth. Holy shit, 8 comments about Ursuline defending them. People from Ursuline defending them. People from the opposition going back and forth. Whatever. We're not going to get into it. We've been through it a gazillion times.
All right, keep reading. I'm going to go take a piss.
Joe's gonna leave me. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall continue. We're getting to the end here, though. The original poster says, thanks for all the feedback. I wonder who that person is. And then Grego says, I've followed and unfollowed them several times. I don't know them, but we have mutual friends. They bring attention to some important issues that aren't getting reported on. They say what they think, don't care what other people think, and their straightforwardness is refreshing. They think their take on everything is right and should sometimes sit things out or keep their opinions in check, but that's everybody on social media these days. I am currently following them. I think that's a pretty good take. We have had so many people on Facebook, which is, our primary platform, that have said, I'm unfollowing you guys. It's like, okay, you don't agree with us on this one. Maybe you'll be back later. And then they're like, hey, they'll message us again on the next thing we're talking about. Hey, I've disagreed with you on things in the past, but this time you're defending this or you're going after this, and we agree with you. I agree with you, and I'm following you on this. I think you're right on the money, and I think that is right on by this person, because you're not going to agree with us on everything, but that's a part of being a human. Doesn't mean you have to hate us. I don't hate you. I don't hate people when they disagree with me. Yeah, cool. We're all entitled to our stupid opinions, whether they're right or wrong. But that's the beautiful thing about this country, is you can say whatever you want. Literally, if it's terrible, you can say it. You have the right to do so. And we can disagree on stuff, whether it be politically or football teams or whatever. And we can still, at the end of the day, say, you know what? I agree with you. I disagree with you, but I still think you're an okay guy. God bless America. Lynn says, good luck with that, Joe. Perry says he does. He gave me tickets to the Phantoms game, which I appreciated. Dennis comments, hate the show. Thanks, Dennis. James says, but a lot of people also agree with you. Yeah, and there's going to be both sides, you know, and on some topics, you're going to agree with us, and on some topics, you're going to disagree with us, and that's okay. And I understand, mostly Luke, can come off as very brash and very in your face sometimes. He can. And it drives me absolutely bonkers sometimes. And I have to be like, dude, like, listen to what I'm telling you. And then, like, can you at least hear me out? And he's like, okay, you know, but you never see that on Facebook. But Robert Santos, I don't agree with the fact that you have your hat on backwards. You better wear it correctly. Freaking Robert Santos, military guy. Wear your hat right. You know, there you go, Santos. I'll turn my hat around for you. Dennis says, those are good jeans. I'm not even wearing jeans. Oh, I think he's talking about yours, though. Joe, show him off. Stand up. Let's see that. Let's see that big fat ass, dude. Turn around. No, face. Okay. Let's see that thing, dude. Let's see what you're working with. Turn around, dude. Let's.
I did that just for you.
Dude. Dude's got a donk on him.
Total donk.
James says he is back from his tinkle. Joe is back from his tinkle.
Yes, that was a good
Julie says one thing for sure. I don't think you guys would lie to your customers. I swear by that. Like, I am completely honest with my customers and my clients. And I have made some mistakes, and I listen, you got to fix. I understand, as a businessman, you screw up and you fix your mistake. People are so appreciative of that they will write you a review that is better than if they would have just had a normal transaction that went off without a hitch. If you fix your mistakes, people appreciate you for admitting you're wrong and fixing it. And that is proven in business. Vic says, then you guys have someone like me who agree that all hats should be worn backwards. Get him, Vic. Get Santos.
So half your customers think you should wear it backwards. Half of your customers think you should wear it forwards. Who do you listen to?
Dude, you know,
Santos is legit. Like,
I am sometimes frontwards and sometimes backwards. I think when I get the thinking, like, I'm like, okay, I got to think my way through. I go like this, and I like trying to put my thinking cap on.
Okay.
And I feel like I start the day with it backwards, but like throughout the day, I'm constantly, you know, you don't want to.
All right, so you go in for a tumor to be removed from your body.
Yeah.
Do you want a doctor that wears his hat backwards or forwards?
I don't give a shit how he wears his hat. I give a shit.
So the backwards hat is not going to make you feel any.
In that situation, it might be weird that he's wearing a backwards hat because he's doing an operation on me. But like, I care if he's good at removing moles. Why do I care how he wears his hat?
$200 million to invest. Do you go to a broker that wears his hat word forward or backwards?
I don't care. Why would I care? No, I don't care. I care about. I'm going to look up if he's good at investing my money.
Most consumers want someone who presents themselves above board.
I love this argument. So presents themselves above board.
Yes,
that's what the average consumer wants.
Yes.
In a banker that's going to finance your loan. I say to those people that want a suit and tie to do business with, those aren't my target customers. Okay? Because I don't want to be the suit and tie banker that is going to use banking jargon and, talk about just like schmooze you with knowledge about how awesome I am at financing. No, I am going to target the everyday person who relates to me as a human being, that I am going to be honest with, that I am going to break down how the process works in a way that's like 7th grade level of understanding, using common terms so that you can learn and that you can better yourself. And you'd be like, wow, Isaac, you made it super easy to understand. And, you know, they're not going to be the wealthiest customers on planet Earth. And that's okay. I want to work with the everyday person. The wealthy customers that are doctors, engineers, and the just any wealthy.
All right.
What's up, Isaac? How are you? I don't want to work with those types of customers because those are the same customers that are know-it-alls that like don't want to listen. Like, no, I want you to do this. Like, I want you to put me in this type of loan. It's like, sir, for your current, when I look at your file, I think you would be best set for this product because of A, B, C, and D. And that type of customer that is an engineer, doctor, or what's the other one? Lawyer, they think they know everything. And they'll be like, no, I heard on the internet that I should be in this product. It's like, okay, if I'm going to fight you every single time, like I'll do what you want me to do, but it's just frustrating sometimes because it's like, I don't go to the doctor's office and tell them exactly how to freaking treat me. So I don't want that type of customer that wants the suit and tie banker. I want the type of customer that's a person that's going to talk to me like a person with mutual respect. That's the everyday Joe. And that's the if you look at my history of loans that I've completed and the history of real estate transactions that I've made, they're not massive transactions for the most part. So it's like, that's the type of customer that I try to attract. So it makes sense, right?
Does.
There you go. Only in Youngstown do people wear hats backwards. I don't think that's true. And go sleeveless. That might be true. Redneck, hillbilly, loan officers. Robert Santos, Austintown Township trustee, said, "You both helped me get our dream home. So happy. Thank you. And I wore my hat backwards the entire time. You giant turd, Robert. But I love you, dude. That guy. I'm picking on Robert, but he knows I love him." Robert says, like over the top with Sylvester Stallone, turning his hat backwards is like starting your engine. Put my thinking cap on, you know? But Joe,
yeah,
I think we're done with our Reddit thread. That's about it. Hey, if you haven't already, go check out our Reddit. Okay. Maybe post some comments in there about how much you hate us. Same thing like we did with the Facebook reviews. Go comment, like maybe throw in there like Joe P's sitting down or Luke exclusively poops outside. Like just something totally.
You don't pee sitting down? Like
Isaac,
the option.
Isaac pees in pools. Isaac pees in public pools.
Give the option of a urinal or a sit down, check your Twitter feed.
He won't even go. He won't even go into the stall and pee standing up. He sits. He prefers to pee sitting down. You know? Which is fine. I guess if you're like super tall, it makes sense. But
all right.
Joe, what was you said before we started this podcast when we were arguing, you said you had a topic that you wanted me to break down. What you got for me, Joe?
It's sort of an extension of talking shit about you guys when you weren't in the room to defend yourself. And half of me felt a little bit bad, right?
What,
because
about,
you weren't here. Like I'd prefer you to be able to get.
Oh, now you feel bad. You're talking about how on the podcast you and Kellen were talking mad shit about us the other day.
Yeah. So the origin of it. Did you watch, by the way?
I didn't watch it. I have better things to do.
Okay. All right. So you were not a patron of the content. You're hearing.
Sometimes I listen, but I didn't tune in on that one.
Perspective from third parties, I'm sure. You got a totally accurate account of what went down.
Sure.
What was I pissed about?
I have no idea.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. The Schuster brothers have boundary issues.
What did we
really do?
What did we do?
You have boundary issues. Like, are you curious about like what boundaries that you don't?
What boundaries do we overdo, Joe?
So this was, I think it was Luke. It was the MLO bros. So it's kind of hard to tell who's posting as the MLO Bros.
Yeah, it's rarely me. Just to be fair, it's rarely me.
So Luke thought it was a good idea to be able to involve Kellen into the mix of the MLO Bros.
Oh no.
Yeah,
okay.
he did. And I don't.
Did he comment? Did he tag her on something, or what did he do?
No, it was just conversation. He suggested that he wanted Kellen to be part of his show. I said very, very few rules for you guys. You guys are like a loaded,
but we're not allowed to
12-gauge
involve.
shotgun sitting in the kitchen kind of thing. So you guys are dangerous. So I said very few rules, right? And do you think it's it's honoring me by following the few rules that I set in front of you?
I absolutely think it's honoring you by following your rules, Joe. Yes.
Do I give you a bunch of them?
Not really.
No.
No.
There's like 2 that I can think of that I ever said.
Okay. Just full disclosure.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are.
Okay.
So if I break one of those rules, you got to be a little more clear with the rules. Maybe repeat it a couple times. Things tend to go in one ear and out the other.
But I sometimes I'm a little too passive aggressive where I just don't tell you what the thing is. Like I just get pissed off about it.
Yeah.
And I lash out.
You got to communicate.
I know. I'm this is a session.
Like I'm not going to get mad at you. You say, hey,
I know.
This is absolutely you're not allowed to do this. I'd be like, I'm thinking about doing it, but I won't do it because I love you.
With the reasonable Schuster brother for sure today. So this isn't as good as a conversation as it would be if I were sitting over there.
Yes.
100%.
True.
All right.
But Luke would say the more you tell us not to do something, the more it makes us want to do it.
100%. And that's what I'm counting.
But like if you seriously came to us and were like, hey man,
100%.
you can't do this.
But I did.
Like, okay.
But I did. And this is where Luke stepped over one of those boundaries.
When did he say?
So I said Kellen is off limits.
Okay.
Right? She is important in the operations of all of my other companies that are not the studio.
Got it.
She's off limits. So dabble where you want, make anyone hay wherever you want.
Yeah.
But Kellen's off limits.
Okay.
So calling her into the middle of the mat, right, is one of the only things I said.
Did he do that? When did he do that? When did he do
sir.
it?
My entire reaction was because I said, here's one of 2 things that is off limits.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that thing. And I watched him say, I'll do that thing. Let me poke the shit on that.
What did he say about her?
He wanted to involve her in the MLO Bros. And I said, that's really the only thing that's off limits.
Like have her on the show?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's not a toy to be played with by the MLO Bros.
I don't think we would be. Do you think? Are you afraid that we would be rude to her?
I felt disrespected because regardless of how you feel about what you wanted to do with her, she's not your toy to be played with.
I don't think we ever considered her a toy to be played with. We think she's a human. Like, dude, you realize we have sisters, right?
Yes.
So we have 2 sisters.
Yes.
Both of which are like, we know that they're still women and there's a way to treat a man and a way to treat a woman.
And so if I said I've 2 things that are off limits, the only thing that you can't even talk about or consider or involve is that thing.
But when have you ever blatantly told Luke, hey, Kellen's completely off limits. You're not allowed to have her on the show?
Yeah.
You've never told me.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Well, there was a first time around where Luke said that, hey, why don't we have Kellen on and come from Kellen's perspective? And I said, she is 100% mandatory in operation.
I remember I've asked, hey, we should have Kellen on. That'd be a super interesting conversation. And I remember you saying, no, she just does Tuesdays. But I never got it. Hey, she's don't. All
right. So now it's been said. Okay. There are 2 things that are off limits, right?
Yeah.
I'm a long game player.
Yeah.
I've been involved in business 30 years in this area, and I've survived everything that's been thrown at me.
Right.
I'm a long game player, right? I know when I bring you into my world, you're dangerous and you threaten things. You really do. You're just a high beta,
who me?
Entropy creating
little me,
whatever. And I love you guys for it. I'm the anomaly that is you guys. I completely appreciate. Right?
Yeah.
So if I say 2 things, I want to be able to broadcast so that you don't threaten my FCC licensure.
Yes.
And don't involve Kellen on anything. 2 rules. Don't do either one of those.
Yeah.
And I have like 1 month of back-to-back challenges on both of those deals.
Listen,
right? That's when I say timeout. These guys are just being assholes. Like they're only picking at the scab that I told them not to pick.
Okay, to be fair, we're really going to struggle with the FCC thing. But if we went live, we would really try. Like if we had to, and we were on the radio, I would be able to code switch over to not swearing. I could do it. We'd skate the line, but we could do it.
Well, all right. Let me push back on that. On that.
Yeah.
Because this is a metaphor.
Yeah.
Right. I have 2 accounts. one of which I connect all of our platform connections in with. That was Ken Kiosk. Remember Ken Kiosk?
Yeah.
He was a great dude.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's Joe Danier. And Ken Kiosk was reprimanded by the Facebook authorities. And I said, hold up.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Ken Kiosk is now banned in all of my platforms. Now I have to switch to Joe Danier. So now I had two options. Now I have one. So now I've got to defend the Joe Danier connection in with everything. Right? When I floated that to you, like, yeah, we got to protect the ability to push out the platforms.
Yeah.
Did I have Isaac and Luke come down here when Ken Kiosk got banned and say, how can we make this right?
Yeah.
We caused this. Let's get Ken Kiosk back in the play in the mix again, right?
Okay.
Did you say that? Did Luke say that?
I didn't.
So I feel like in the moment where you would take something that's important to me and put it at risk, you would be nowhere near the solution of bringing that thing back in play again.
Okay.
That's what I feel. I feel vulnerable.
Okay. There are times where we should in that situation where we should reach out to you.
Yeah.
Okay. We should reach out. Hey, how can we help? But the thing is, at the same time, friendship's a two-way street. If you want us to do anything, you say, hey, I saw you guys fought to get your account back, and that was really cool. And you said it wouldn't work, but we did it. Can you guys, since you guys blew this up, if you went to Luke and say, hey, since you blew this up, could you please help me get this back? Luke would do it. Heartbeat, no questions asked. Absolutely. We screwed it up. We'll fight and we'll.
Well, no, you threw me under the bus when that happened because I said, hey, Ken Kiosk went away and we're managing it.
Yeah.
Right. But let's be careful with the only lasting connection that I have to those platforms.
Yeah.
I was mocked for it and I was thrown under the bus for it. That's my objection.
The only thing that I really wanted when it all got taken down was then we weren't streaming to the MLO bros anymore. Right. That's the only
Youngstown Studio, because that was my connection.
It was like a YouTube link, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we were like, okay, well, let's do the cautious thing, which is we're just copy the link over, and that was a little bit of an annoyance because that's what we had to do. I didn't feel like you were on my team on that. I don't feel like maybe Isaac.
I'm happy. No, I'm happy. I'm happy you brought this up to me. And the other thing too is back to Kellen. I really respect your. I really respect and think it's honorable about how much you actually care about Kellen and her, and I do too. Like I've seen comments and people being rude to her, and I'm like, I want to freaking fight those people because Kellen's sweet. She's a very sweet person, and she's awesome. And like, I know that we can take it. You know, I know that we as streamers can take it, and we have always been very brown. We just know what we're getting into. But I don't know, in her mind, she goes home and she sees people belittling her, and I don't know how she takes it. And it's like, God, that sucks. And then coupled with you never delete comments because it's just how you want it to be the Wild West. And it's like, God damn, dude, I want to delete that comment because they're talking shit about Kellen, and I don't know how she's taking it. But I do respect that. And I didn't know that, and I won't. We don't have to have Kellen on our show.
No, I love you. Like, don't think that this is condemnation.
No,
I know.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is kind of awesome that we're talking about it in front of all these people.
Yeah, this should be a private conversation for sure.
It's all right. I don't care. But no, Joe, here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'll say this to everybody. We do stupid things all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do. And I know that about you. Going into it, I knew that
and the thing is, sometimes we pick too much.
Yeah.
And we hit the buttons too much. And it's like, I do feel bad, and sometimes I don't even think about it. And other times I go too far. I'm like, man, I went too far. And I think about it all day. But like, if we ever overstep, just pull me aside and say, Isaac, I don't feel like you were on my team, and I'm happy you're doing it now. I don't feel like you're on my team in this scenario. Please. This is why I'm upset, and I promise I'll fix it.
I will never object
to
anything that you guys do that doesn't have some kind of mathematical liability. If I bring it up, be sure to just take it serious because I'm coming from a place that's not emotional.
Yeah.
It's completely logical.
What did I picked on you about losing that account? You were upset we lost that account.
Which account?
The Ken Kiosk.
Oh, Ken Kiosk?
Yeah. We did. You totally did doubt us, and we did get our account back though. We should do the same thing with Ken. Just annoy the living shit out of him, dude.
BJ says Ken is back, thankfully. So it was 60 days.
Oh,
We had to be careful for that 60 days so
Yeah.
that we didn't lose the only other account that we have.
was BJ mad too? Is BJ mad at us?
It's an annoyance because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you guys come in, you think everything is your play toy and you just use things that are not, yours.
Mhm.
And so like you made BJ's time harder by something you talked about.
BJ, I'm
and
sorry.
you're going to have a consideration for that.
BJ, I'm sorry. I love you. Can you comment something?
He loves you.
Can you
I
comment
love you.
Can you comment something back so that I know you're there? Other than Ken is back.
So has BJ or me, have we ever made your life harder than it needed to be? Have we ever affected you after you leave the show? Because I want to know that.
BJ said love you too, buddy.
Of course he does. He's an awesome guy.
No, never.
Okay.
Absolutely. You guys are the best to work with. I love you guys.
So have you
other than when you didn't stream to the MLO bros because you were scared.
So have you and Luke ever made my day harder after
sure.
you left?
After we've left?
Yeah. We got to deal with the fallout from what it is the MLO bros.
For sure we have said some things that have gotten us in trouble ourselves, our own accounts, and then you as well. Have we made any posts about you guys that have gotten you in trouble at home that wasn't
just
here?
More work, just more attention, more distraction, just more things that we wouldn't have done otherwise had to deal with that day.
Have we been a net positive
100%,
for Youngstown
like
Studio?
a huge net positive.
Well, that's good. Kind of like a double-edged sword.
It is. And that's why we're still friends, because you have way more to give than you take.
Yeah.
But I still have to be honest with you
and
share the downside with you. Because if you can mitigate all the stuff that, hurts us,
it is a learning process, and we are learning.
And that's why we're having this very private conversation publicly.
Live on air with people who don't want to hear it. But I like this. We should start airing dirty laundry out on the podcast live.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So Carrie says, why are we having an HR meeting on the podcast? It's kind of how we do things around here.
100%.
Joe,
this is on brand.
Joe is smart enough to realize that if he gets me out in front of everybody, I will have no choice but to hear him out.
Yes. For sure. And if we did this privately, it would have gone down.
At least Luke can hear it too. Brian, I can promise you right now, Luke is not listening, or he would be commenting.
Yeah, let's see if they're. Oh, there are phone calls. Holy shit!
Wow. Are those all Luke?
You recognize the number?
7. I don't know who that is. Wow, they called a bunch of times though.
All right, caller, you're on. This is gonna be good.
Hi, Luke's not on the show today?
No, he's not. He's feeling ill.
Oh. Well, I just wanted to comment. I mean, I'm just sitting here listening to this young man just tell you how he's not going to mess it up, and he promises if he does that he's going to fix it. And that just seems like a crazy way to run a business. Your whole livelihood runs on this guy just hoping that he doesn't do the wrong thing. I mean, these guys have a history of doing the wrong thing and just covering it up. I mean, if you look at it, today's 20 years, 20 years and 2 days that Luke got his DUI reduced from the DUI and speeding and stuff all the way down. So, I don't know. This just seems crazy that you'd be willing to risk all this stuff just to be on air with these guys.
It's a fair point. What's your response, Isaac?
So, caller, I think Luke has been honest about his DUI and said that he got a DUI in his early 20s. He did. He made a mistake. He's come forward about it. He's talked about it. You can... I mean, feel free. I'm sure your objective is to try and root him.
Accountability when you're just having your own accountability reduced. Come on now.
20 years ago, Luke would have been 21 years old or 22 years old. So yeah, we've all admitted in our early 20s. I was an idiot in my early 20s. People make mistakes, man, and people can change and people can get better. I don't know what your story is.
It seems to be the rhetoric whenever you have other people on air that you guys are making memes about and all that stuff. You guys seem to not give them the benefit of the doubt. Why should this gentleman with the radio show give you guys the benefit of the doubt? Like I said, you have a history of doing things like this. I don't understand why Luke gets something that no one else does.
Luke we have told everyone we're not perfect. And Joe and I just had a conversation. And as Joe said, it's a net positive to have us on the podcast because Joe and I are friends we can talk about things, we can talk about issues, we can work through them because we are only human, just like everybody else on planet Earth, my man. I don't know who you are. I have no idea who you are. I'm sure you've made mistakes.
I understand that, but this just feels pretty manipulative towards your friend, where you're saying, like, I'm glad you're willing to risk your whole livelihood for me, but I don't know if I can even promise you not the ability to not swear on the air. I mean, it just seems pretty trivial in that he's given a lot more in his relationship than you are. I don't get why you guys seem to feel that you get all this special treatment from everybody around you.
Joe, did you say we're not allowed to swear on air?
But that's all I have for you. You gentlemen have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hey, if I said an off limits thing, how likely would you visit the off limits thing? Is I think his point.
First things first.
Swear. How likely would it be?
If you told me, hey, we're not swearing on the show at all anymore, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it.
All right.
I wouldn't swear on the show. And that caller is literally just sending missiles in the dark. We have no idea who that is. Literally, you're just trying to bring up dirt in the past from 20 years ago when Luke got a DUI. We have talked about it on the podcast before. Luke, call in and defend yourself. Go ahead, buddy.
Tell that caller he can kiss my ass.
Was he a little bitch?
You hear that, caller? You hear that? Kiss my ass. You had to go 22 years in the past.
How old were you? How old were you when you got that DUI?
I was 25.
Oh, you were 25. Nice.
I mean, but again, 25, like 21 years ago, that's how far this little bitch has to go into the past to try and get me. Give me a freaking break, you freaking loser.
And it's like, we've talked about it before, too. He's trying so hard.
We are open books.
Right.
We are open books. I will tell you anything. Right. I was going in I was 25 years old, single, driving a brand new Mustang convertible.
Right.
Going 100 miles an hour down 224.
God, what an idiot. You were going 100 miles an hour down 224? Hammered?
In a Mustang convertible, hammered.
Right. I should give this guy a show.
Yeah.
Right? But again, it's 21 years ago.
Right?
Like, give me a break. That's what just to show you how desperate these haters are, because obviously that guy's pissed at us about something.
Right? I'm sure it's...
Obviously. He's probably an Ursuline person, I would assume.
I don't know. Right? You just don't know. There have been people that have stalked us. There have been people that have called us late at night. There have been, we are only human. So that was 3 kids ago. That was before you got married and found your absolutely wonderful wife. You think you've learned anything since then? You think you've learned anything?
Yeah.
Do people deserve second chances?
24 drunk.
Right. Yeah. No kidding. But
again, it's like,
mm-hmm.
but a guy like that, when he's on here saying, you guys need to be held to like, Joe knows what he gets with us. Joe's known us for years, right? Joe knows what he gets for us. I don't think we're a liability. Joe's gotten freaking doxxed for doing what he does. Like, he's been freaking doxxed, like legitimately doxxed.
Right. Anytime you talk,
he's not even 3/4 as controversial as us.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, this is just people on Facebook, right, that don't like what we do or say or our opinions, and they are going to do whatever they can because they don't like our personal opinions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're doing illegal things. It's not like we're
no.
They just don't like what we say, and they can't silence us.
Yeah.
So they have to attack.
Right.
They can't. It's like I said earlier when I called in. They can't ignore us. Right. It's too much for them. Like that guy right there. He doesn't like what we say. He doesn't like what we do. All you got to do is block us, and we go away. You never have to deal with us again. But those people, these small-minded people.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
These small-minded people, like this guy that called in on social media, can't deal with another side of a coin or another person's opinion, right? They just can't. They can't fathom it, and they really hate the fact that we have a platform where we can share our opinions that they don't agree with. That's all it is.
And and how much time do you think that dude spent trying to dig up dirt? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, dude, he went online and it's the only thing he could see.
Yeah.
He could see that, and he could see a parking ticket or a speeding ticket. That's all he could see.
I got a speeding ticket when I was 18. I got a speeding ticket when I was 18. So you can look that up. I don't think I've ever been. I don't think I've ever actually been arrested.
I was laughing because that guy had to go back 21 years to try and find shit on it. You know what I mean? 21. That's what that. But that's how desperate these people are to get us to shut up about saying the thing. And the best part about it is that guy that calls in, if we, whatever he disagreed with us on, because you know it's something, if we were on his side and we were saying what he believed in, he would be screaming from the mountaintops how awesome we are and how we support his cause and you know, yay MLO bros. But the second you talk against somebody else, 90% of the people in the world can't stand people with other opinions other than their own.
Right.
And you get this shit like this. That's it. I mean, that's all this is.
Right.
All this is. And that's so hey buddy, keep digging, bro. If you're on there, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. Keep digging because you will find nothing.
Thanks for calling.
Other than a DUI 21 years ago.
Thanks, Luke. Hope you feel better.
Do you know we have a one call limit for callers calling in multiple times?
Luke, one call limit, dude. We only gifted you that call because somebody was talking mad shit. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Caller, you're on.
Yes, it just seems like you missed the point entirely. That bringing up the DUI thing wasn't because I hate you. I don't disagree with most of what you guys say. I think that most of what you guys say is kind of, dumb, but I frankly, I don't disagree with you. You guys have this idea that everybody that comments or calls in or something, it just disagrees with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the case at all. See, everyone just thinks that you guys are kind of just annoying. And so like when the Ursuline thing broke, you felt the need, like everyone owed you an answer. You're tagging Ursuline schools in the Youngstown diocese. Like, you have to tell us because we have a Facebook page, and nobody owes you that. You're not a legal entity. You don't have any right to that information. And for some reason, you think that because you have a handful of people that are watching and listening, that you deserve that people owe you that. And that's just simply not true. So the DUI wasn't because I hate you or think it's cool that I can find information. It's to show that this guy in the chair across from you was telling his friend, like, hey, I think that, you guys could be a potential liability. And you're like, no. That was to show that you guys have a history of just having things covered up for you. So it was nothing to do with the DUI. I don't care about the DUI. I find it weird that you think it's funny that he got a DUI. You laughed the entire time you told the story, like you didn't put a bunch of lives at risk doing 100 miles an hour on 224. But other than that, that was the only purpose of it. So that's why people don't like you. It's not because they disagree with you all the time. Sure, sometimes, but it's mainly because you guys have this weird sense of self-entitlement that people just find kind of ridiculous. We trust the news because they verify and fact check. You guys get messages from random people in the community in your messages, and you said, here's what the people are telling us, and that's just not verified news. So we're just not really willing to take that as a fact, and then you guys throw a temper tantrum and think it's cool that people think you're dumb. And I just don't get it.
Okay, can I have a conversation with you, sir?
Oh, no, he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have.
We do have another caller.
I would have loved. I would have loved to have talked to him. No. Okay. Can I say something, please, before we continue? First things first. I would have loved to have asked that man, which I think he was getting to. Are you like gung-ho Ursuline guy? Did you go to Ursuline? Does your family go to Ursuline? Are you upset about the whole football season being canceled? If you are, and you're mad, you want to make us the enemy, by all means, I get it. Okay. I don't think we ever demanded that Ursuline do anything. Okay. I think we said, hey, leadership is failing the kids and failing Ursuline and failing our community because this wasn't dug into enough. Was Luke super aggressive about it? Yes, but they failed. They failed those kids. That's what I believe. Okay. I think there should have been much more transparency into the situation and talking about it, as well as a bunch of people within the community that also think that. It's a tough discussion, yes. I'm not, to an extent, I don't even blame the kids, because I think bullying was happening from a long time ago, that this is just escalated to this point, and management did nothing. Leadership in Ursuline did nothing. You can think we're dumb. You are allowed to think we're dumb. Anybody is allowed to think we're dumb. But I promise, man, we're not going away. Luke did something stupid 21 years ago. I know my brother, as a 25-year-old adult, was an idiot. I was an idiot as a 25-year-old. I was an idiot as a 21-year-old. Okay? But I can look back and laugh about it because we're human beings. And Luke has grown so much since then. He's had 3 boys that are all little shits that are just like him. And it's amazing to see my big brother get retribution from God to send him 3 boys that are annoying little rednecks just like him, that he now has to learn from and grow from as an adult human being. Do you think that people deserve second chances? Yes, I do. Do I think that Ursuline should be canceled? Do I think that they should not be a school anymore? No. I think that they should learn from this awful, awful, awful situation and get better from it. That's the entire point of why we were so critical, because we want better for everything, for the community leaders, for Youngstown as a whole, for stupid Poland village, like all these different areas that we want it to get better. We're not just stupidly shooting missiles in the dark because we're just being annoying. We honestly want things to get better. You're 100% allowed to disagree with that. You're 100% allowed to disagree with the way we do it. And you can start your own thing and have your own mission and your own cause. And you don't have to watch us. You don't have to listen. But I have no idea who you are. But you're calling in and you're giving me content and you're allowing me to tell the people my opinion. I would have loved to have had a conversation with you, sir, but I don't think you want to. You just want to tear us down and try and destroy us or whatever, but you're not doing that. You're only helping me. Truly.
So we have a caller for the 3rd time today. His name is Luke. Should I take it, host?
Luke, why are you at home? You should be in here. Go ahead, Luke.
He can't help himself.
No, he can't help himself. Go ahead.
I can't help it. I wish I was there now. I feel better, and I wish I was there. Couple notes. 1. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
1. We were doing our podcast for 4 years before Joe was ever involved.
Right.
We were, no offense, Joe has helped. This is great. I love it. Joe could kick us out tomorrow and we'll just go right back to streaming and we will continue our freaking thing, right? I mean, it's just the way it is. And we'll keep pulling numbers in because some people like us. I mean, that's just the way it is, right?
Totally.
2, I don't like country music. I don't listen to country music. When I don't like something, I don't do it.
Right.
Why is this guy not like, he doesn't like what we say? He doesn't like my approach on things.
Yeah.
Why does he continue to listen?
Right.
But I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And then, and I mean, that was it. I was just like, I'm listening to this guy and he was like, every hater we have, where they're like, you guys don't do this right. You guys don't do this. Why do you do it this way? I don't like the way you do this.
Right.
And it's like, okay, great. What now?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to stop doing it because you don't like it that way? No.
Right.
Do you think you're going to stop us from doing it? No. You block us and you move on.
Right.
I don't understand and he's just, that guy's such a prime example of somebody who can't handle people doing something the way he doesn't agree with. And
right.
He has every right to say what he wants. Like, he can say, the MLO bros are dumb. But again, it's like, say all you want, you're helping us, like you said. You're literally giving us content. If you would have called in, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Yeah.
So that's all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I call in 3 times a day. It's just so annoying sitting here listening to it.
Oh, it's all good, dude. It's like no matter what we do, like were we perfect with how we handled the Earthsland situation? Probably not. Did we make some mistakes? Yeah. Probably. But it's like we ultimately did it, and we have to stand by it, and we have to move forward, and the community has to move forward. And there are going to be some people that, no matter how hard we try and say, like, listen, don't get mad at us, get mad at the leadership within Earthsland and how they handled the situation, because if their actions would have been different, this wouldn't have happened. But there are some people, no matter what, it's our fault because we had a megaphone and we blew up the situation, like, and how we handled it. They're gonna make us the enemy, and it just is what it is. It is what it is.
Dude, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. We are a podcast that has 23,000 followers, which in the grand scheme of things,
right,
isn't that big. Right now, I can't see the total numbers, but I can see on the MLO bros, we have 40 people watching. That's it.
Yeah, I think we have 60 people watching live right now.
We're not taking down a school by ourselves.
Right.
Like, and again, it's like these people want to say, you guys aren't all that you say you are. And we're like, 100% you're right, we aren't. We're not that big of a deal. We're not that good. We're awful podcasters. And I mean, that's it. And I just, it's crazy. I obsessed about the fact that these people say we're awful, say we're terrible, say we don't do anything right, yet they continue to call in and post on us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. I'm going to go to sleep now.
All right. See you, dude.
2 points. Number 1, there's no such thing as a 2-caller rule because we just blasted.
Oh my God. There are like 6 different people. Yeah.
To rules. And number 2, just remember this, employers, when your employees are too sick to come to work, they still call radio shows 3 times and air their grievances.
Good thing we own our own company.
Way too sick to have an opinion or function.
Yeah.
But I think he handled himself pretty well.
And Joe, ultimately,
yeah,
back to your original gripe with me and Luke.
Yeah.
You let me know what you expect.
Let me communicate better.
You let me know what you expect from me, and I will do it, just so that Mr. Caller that hates our stinking guts and thinks we're stupid can hear me say, I will do what you expect of me because I am your friend and I love you, brother.
And I love you too.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what was important about this show was basically that caller did the same thing to you guys as the doxers did to me. They dig up something from your past, and they make you sort of like defensive about something. You gotta take a step back. Yeah. So let me do that. Let me dox myself.
Okay.
There's 2 things I've done in my life.
Ooh, let's hear it.
That so I had to defend myself against.
Okay.
So when I was 19 years old, I was in the city
How old are you now? So people can.
48.
Okay, so that was 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was in Canfield, and I was working a job where I was running maintenance on a gas well. All right. And while I was in the middle of the freaking woods outside of civilization, I took my .22 rifle out. And while I was bypassing this well for 38 minutes is what it took, I put a target up on a tree, and I took my .22 out, and I was sighting it in, right? I was shooting.
Yeah.
I got arrested for shooting or discharging a firearm within city limits.
Okay.
Right? I was taken in handcuffs into a car, taken to the courtroom.
Were you pissing your pants, scared?
Not really.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was in city limits. It's in the little freaking woods, but it was in the city limits, and there was roads nearby, and it was a danger. And the cops reminded me that I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Due process, whatever.
Right.
I got my gun back eventually. I paid a.
How long did it take? Did it suck to get all your shit back? And
yes. Yeah. Over a year. All right. But if you look through the records of the things that Joe has done bad, you would say that I'm an irresponsible person that went in the woods and shot a 22 at passing cars.
But
right?
who wasn't an irresponsible idiot at 19?
100%.
I was hammered drunk in Youngstown all the time. Yeah.
So that's number one. When they doxed me, they looked up the fact that I was discharging firearms irresponsibly in a city limits, right? Number two is PPP loans. During COVID, the government gave me a bunch of money.
Did you buy a Ferrari?
I paid out payrolls for people not working. 100% total pass-through. Did
you get in trouble for it? Are they gonna crack down on you?
No. I followed the letter of the law, and I paid people for not working for whatever 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever.
I think I've heard about that. Somebody tried to dox you on that shit. I remember seeing
those were the two things that they doxed me on.
Yeah.
That I stole government money, and bought motorhomes and Ferraris and put an in-ground pull-in.
Joe does not own a Ferrari, by the way.
And discharge a firearm where a nearby road was.
Right. Dude, like, it's just all part of being what we are, you know? People are going to dig. I'm interested to see if anything ever. I don't really.
What would they have on you if I looked into you and looked into your past?
I don't really have
your DUI.
I don't have a DUI. I don't have a DUI.
Is there anything publicly?
I got a ticket when I was 18 for speeding. I was doing 13
Nobody
over.
Cares. Everybody cares.
But that's the only ticket I really have.
Hookers, drugs.
No.
Terrorism, anything.
No. Did I do stupid things? And was I like a stupid kid in my early 20s? I think about it all the time. Like the way I treated women, like how disrespectful I was to like authority and people. And like I think the way I treated my dad, I feel so bad about, like when I was in my teens. And but I mean, that's part of being a human though, right? Is like, if I was just an idiot, arrogant asshole, I never did anything wrong and I'll never do anything wrong in the future. But no, like I truly do try to be a better person and analyze what happened in the past so that I can better myself. You know what I mean? Like but it's a part of being human. We're all going to make mistakes and we all deserve second chances, you know? Funny story.
Yeah.
And I promised these kids I wouldn't say anything, but I'm going to say it because it's awesome and it's really, really cool. So I play in this basketball league on Thursday nights. I just played last night in this league. Last week and the week before, kids from Ursuline's football team showed up to our game because they're in that league too, and they looked up our names and they found out who we were. Showed up to our team, football players that weren't on the trip or anything, to heckle us and to give us a hard time. Beautiful. And like part of me is like, so they're there heckling us, giving us a hard time when we miss a shot. And like I'm playing terrible at basketball right now, so good for them. They are just heckling the living shit out of me. And, you know, just a little bit of back and forth, but they're kids, you know, like would I do this? You think about it. Would I do the same thing if I were in their shoes? Absolutely. Like, did I? And then I, as a human, I'm sitting there and like, I go home after basketball, after they've heckled us or whatever. And I'm like, man, those kids totally think that I ruined their season, you know? And part of me wants to be like an adult and go up to them. It's like, man, you know, whether you like it or not, and I didn't do this, just like, I just looking back, analyzing the situation, I'm like, part of me wants to go up there and try and teach them, like, listen, man, you know, this is a good example of you weren't involved. You weren't on the trip, but it had lasting impact on you. And those kids will never have a football season. And the one kid was like, yeah, I'm the captain. I would have been the captain of the football team. And he's like, I wasn't on the trip. I would have been the captain. And I'm like, fuck. Like, well,
you as an athlete, when you have a heckler, that is pushing on you psychologically, do you play harder? Do you try harder?
I honestly, in this situation, I felt bad, so I didn't play good at all. I played awful, just because I'm thinking, oh my god, those are Ursuline kids.
So you're on the bench, right? What do you bench, by the way?
What do I bench?
Yeah,
press.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not very strong. Like somewhere between 225 and 315 is where I
All
would
right, so
max
you take
out at.
250 and you put it up there.
Yeah.
You know you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
But some dude comes down and he's watching you do this.
Oh, I do better in lifting.
And you're
Yeah,
doing it,
yeah,
and they're
for
like,
sure. For
hey,
sure.
Isaac, what do you have, a 2-inch penis? And
Right.
you're like, oh, testosterone kicks in.
Yeah.
And you push that bar up because that heckler is there.
Right. No, I would do better in that situation for sure. Basketball's different though, because it's like very much about touch. And if you psych yourself out, you know, you're gonna play like shit. But I won't do what you say, Joe. FYI. Of course. There you go. There's Luke. He will. He says that, but he will.
Well, that's why I talked to Isaac first, and then Isaac sort of like shepherds Luke.
Right. Lisa says people like or hate you guys the same way they like or hate Trump. You're real and tell truths, and a lot of people just can't handle it. I like to think I'm a better person than Donald Trump. Okay? I think I'm a little bit better than Donald Trump.
All right, Piggy.
Right.
Piggy.
I have never done that. I think he called her Peggy, right? Wasn't that what the right was defending? That he called her Peggy?
He called her Piggy.
Listen,
you know it.
I've never called a girl Piggy. Okay? Don't think I'll do that. Mama raised me better than that. All right?
That's insulting.
I am not as arrogant as Trump.
demeaning,
I promise you.
Sexist.
Steph says, these boys love you, Joe.
Yeah.
Carrie says, do you pay back the loans or were they forgiven?
So, all right. So PPP was different. So the federal government knew that everybody who were mandated to dispatch all of their service people were going to go on unemployment.
Yeah.
And all the states would be swamped with unemployment requests.
Yeah.
So they circulated PPP so me as an employer can take a loan out and give payrolls down to people for not working.
Yeah.
And so it was a forgiven thing, but it was not free money. The only people who got free money are the people who got a paycheck without having to work a single hour productively in the marketplace.
And you weren't like accused of misuse of PPP
not at all.
money. You just took them.
And I've heard of instances where people took PPP money and totally abused it, and it was a total scam.
Yeah.
I used it legitimately the way it was intended.
But it was just a ploy to make you look weak as a business owner.
Right.
Yeah.
They hit me with something that I was vulnerable on, and I had to defend myself. And people like Carrie feel a certain way about it. Like if somehow an operation that has a bunch of money somehow uses the federal government to be able to pay out a benefit, that somehow they're in the wrong.
Yeah. And no, totally. That was just a shot to make you look like
100%.
like, oh, you need help. You claim to be such a good businessman, but you're weak. And it's like,
but that motivated people to show up and knock on my windows, angry that somehow I was skirting some kind of law.
Yeah. No, people suck, dude. But I want to get back to the kids.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The kids at Ursuline that came to the game. Like, but I want to make it abundantly clear. Like, good kids that mean well, that are just messing with me. If I was in their shoes, I would do the same thing. And then we actually got to the point where they were at the game last night, and I was friendly with them. And like I said, good kids. And I was messing with them too. They were warming up, and I took their ball that they were warming up with, and I took it outside and threw it in the bushes just to mess with them.
For sure.
So that they'd have to go look for it outside. But good kids. And, you think about it. Yeah. Like I really did went home and you think about it and it's like, man, to some degree, I had something to do. What you can argue with how much blame, but I had something to do with those kids not having a season. And I have said, I don't think they should have canceled the season. And I think the kids that didn't have anything to do with it, that didn't go on the trip, like that captain of the football team, should have been able. And I told that kid that. I was like, dude, I never said that I think you should have lost your season. And I said you should have been able to transfer out. And you kids should have played, even if you stunk and you got beat by every team because you barely had anybody on the team. You should have still been able to play.
Carrie's a fan.
I know what they are, and I want to know if the Republicans paid it back.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have paid back. I was doing a service to the government by helping the state's unemployment offices, and I was never paid for that. Yeah. It was not welfare. The money came in. Here it is. Oh, thank you, government. PPP loan.
Yeah.
Give it to employees so they can pay their bills.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So it was something that should have been forgiven.
Yeah. Is Carrie's calling you a Republican, and
Fan
she's
of Joe. I'm not a Republican.
oh, nice. What are you, Joe?
Libertarian.
Love it.
Are you a libertarian?
I don't agree with libertarians on everything. I'm center somewhere, trying to just
Like no home.
no home. I don't want a home. I don't want a team because then people claim you, and then other teams can be like, "You're part of that team," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't want to be a part of any team. I'm just a person voting and trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and like logically understand the situation."
You and I are very alike.
Yeah. So, but hour 4. Any other callers? Anybody else want to call back in?
Thank you, Luke, for not calling a fourth time.
Right. But yeah, man, to that caller that was critiquing Luke and I.
He was taking my side, so I'm kind of like
of course. He had the opportunity to say, I can get them here because they're a piece of crap to their friend. And he took it. But listen, man, ultimately, you don't see everything. You know, you don't see what happens when the cameras go off. Me and Joe, our relationship, I have said before live on air, I would do anything for Joe. I would commit a murder. If anybody ever picked on Joe, he has seen me go after people.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Joe and I are boys, and I'm happy that Joe came to me and trusts me.
And when we have a disagreement,
yeah,
and we can say things that the other one's isn't going to like hearing, and we still figure out a way to ferret it down to an understanding.
Yeah.
That's so important.
For sure. That's like any relationship ever with anyone, you know? You care about somebody, hear them out and fix your problem together.
Did you lose any sleep about me talking shit about you, by the way?
Dude, I didn't even know what shit you were talking.
Luke,
dude,
comment.
all I heard.
Luke, did you lose any sleep about me talking shit about you? Was your feelings hurt at all?
No, I doubt it.
I thought about it before I went to sleep last night, and it probably cost me about 20 minutes.
So did you just say that? What you told me? Did you just say that?
It was much more. If you played it back, you would probably not be as cordial as the things I said.
So what'd you say?
It was mean. I was lashing out. I was angry.
Did you call us idiots or something?
That's
Did you call us bullies? What'd you call us?
It was worse. Worse than just idiots.
Did you say a swear word?
It was demean. No,
Joe,
it was demeaning.
Joe,
it was like
you were saying, listen, man, if you're gonna lead and you're gonna say that we're not allowed to swear anymore, like that caller said.
No, I
and then you swore about
I did
us?
not swear.
Okay, listen,
like, I
lead
went
by example.
No, I went personal and I took Luke and his wife and I did comparison.
You just talked about Maggie? What did Maggie do?
No, I elevated Maggie and used it as a comparison to assail Luke.
What'd you say about Maggie?
I said Maggie's awesome. And I can't believe
that she married that idiot.
100%.
No, she's great.
And that was
our wives are great.
That was lashing out, and it was just a response to her, to the MLO bros and what they posted on, trying to poach Kellen in the moment. I was just angry.
Honestly, to be fair,
yeah,
I think he thought too much about the whole Kellen thing. I don't think if you said, "Hey, Kellen's off limits," I think Luke wouldn't. Like truly, if you were like, "Hey, dude,"
no, he would poke that.
No,
totally poke.
I don't think so. I disagree.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. If you said, "Hey, man," if you sat us down and you said, or "Hey, guys, I want to keep you and Kellen separate," we would say, like, "Why, Joe? Are you afraid of something? Like, you afraid we're gonna do something stupid? Like, why don't you want to?" Like, we would give you a little bit of a hard time. But if you were like, "Hey, Kellen's off limits," we're like, "Okay, cool." Like, I don't care.
Well,
like, I didn't know that she was truly off. I seriously didn't know that.
In response, I was mean and petty, and it was wrong. I apologize.
Never going to forgive you ever.
No, you have already.
No, I already have. But
I already have.
I will never forgive you,
except for right now.
He would challenge it until Joe had the conversation. You just need to be clear, because listen. I need clear direction, because number one, I have ADHD, and number two, I am a goofy guy, and as Reddit would say, strange.
Very strange.
Very strange. So I am going to dance around before I finally agree to whatever you want me to agree with. But But if you said, hey, listen, man, I need you to take this seriously, and I need you to not do this, I promise I'll do it. But I did not. I don't think I understand the full breakdown of the Ken Kiosk thing either, because I noticed that you distanced yourself with what we were sharing, and part of me, I should have asked you, hey, what did I do? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? And can you tell me in detail and ask me why? But like, dude, come to me, because I'm oblivious sometimes. Yeah. So just be like, hey, idiot, don't do this.
That is my promise to you, is to communicate better. That's my shortfall, and I will do a better job.
As an introvert,
I will communicate
so
more.
Much like my
damn
wife.
It!
So much like my wife.
Freaking damn it!
You're so much like my wife. And I'm like, what is wrong? Tell me what's wrong in great detail so that I can fix it and we can move forward.
It's easier that way. Right?
You did this last week, and I was like, okay, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry I didn't know what I did. I will not do that anymore. I love you so much. I love you so much, and I don't want to ruin this beautiful relationship that we have, Joe. Come here. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you too. See, caller, you can suck my ass. Me and Joe are better than ever. We've grown from this situation, because you know what? We might have mistakes in our past that we've made individually as well as together as one cohesive unit. But you know what? People make mistakes. People move on, and people grow together, because that's what it's all about, being a human.
If I invited you to dinner, you wouldn't show up.
Yes, I would. Joe, stop giving him more ammunition. Oh shit, that's something that I've done to you in the past. I didn't show up to breakfast like 3 times.
Trauma.
I know.
Trauma.
I'll show up to breakfast. I will never miss a breakfast date with you ever.
Would you like to have some coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Joe. Sure. I'll be there.
Be there at 10 o'clock, Joe.
Be there.
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Waitress, they're coming.
They're coming.
On their way.
They're gonna be here.
Be here. They love me.
Okay. I did tell Joe I would go to breakfast, and I didn't end up going to breakfast. But
not with him.
Listen, if BJ ever said, hey, you want me I'd be there right on. I'd be 5 minutes early.
That hurts. Fucking hurts.
Joe, we're not swearing anymore.
Effing hurts.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did you mention Menchie's?
We are going to mention Menchie's. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far, you get to the advertisement portion of the show. Our sponsor, the lovely Menchie's of Boardman.
Yes.
That's Luke and I serving up frozen yogurt at Menchie's. If you haven't checked out Menchie's frozen yogurt in Boardman, it rules. They have a variety of different flavors, as well as a ton of toppings that you can load up your bowl with.
Including boba,
our personal favorite, bursting boba that explodes in your mouth with flavor. Am I breaking any rules, Joe, by saying?
I love it. No, that's great.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Don't want to get in trouble. But check out Menchie's. They rule. They're a sponsor of the show. We appreciate them. Also, if you haven't already, go down below. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Thanks to our callers. Love us or hate us, you still called in. Also, except for Luke, he just kind of stinks. But thanks for following Youngstown Studio. Thanks for joining us this morning. Luke and I are both loan officers. We are both real estate agents. If you want to finance a house, if you want to buy a house, if you want to list your house for sale, give us a call. We'll happily help you out. That's us, me and Luke. We appreciate you for tuning in. We will see you on Tuesday. We will be back live in studio. Bye, everybody. See you.
Thank you for listening to this show on Youngstown Studio. This is original Youngstown content. Feel free to share our videos and tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us